Xfinity Studios at WVON. It's Straight Talk with Reverend Mitchell L. Johnson on the Talk of Chicago, 1690 WVON.
Well, lots of people will tell you that the murder of George Floyd was the dawn of a new era, and it marked a new way of thinking, that without that incident, we could never expect social justice to take place. I think differently. For years, the conversation has started picking up steam prior to this untimely death. More and more interest has been paid to disproportionate system of over-imprisoning people of color, supporting returning citizens, the expansion of corporate diversity programs to inclusion, and employee equity programs, and the failed health system as the pandemic clearly impacted people of color at a rate only matched by the elderly in this country. But even before Floyd's demise, there was no one industry that had begun championing the provisions of social equity in a meaningful way other than that of cannabis companies. That should be celebrated. I am not applauding the cannabis industry's track record. It is well known that until recently, ownership in this very new industry rested at over 94% male and white. Without legislation to enforce inclusion, it would never have continued. It would have continued down that trajectory. However, starting in Illinois and now repeated in Michigan, New York, New Jersey, and so on, meaningful legislation requiring the inclusion of people of color is being enacted. Funding of new businesses is taking shape. Now, I'm not saying that Illinois' program is perfect. We are struggling here to get our first social equity licenses announced. As in the case of George Floyd, being a catalyst means you enable a reaction to proceed at a faster rate than was otherwise possible. Such is the case here in Illinois. People expected licenses early, so there is disappointment. And the arrest rate for violating the new law remains lopsided. However, there's notable progress with lower arrest records overall, expungements, and support of local non-for-profit programming and corporate hiring of frontline minority employees. Ownership will happen. We just need to stay the course. We are accepting candidates at the GROmentum Business Accelerator Program. Check us out at www.GROmentumLab.com, and let's get growing.